Okay, Helen, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll start. 1, 2, 3. Say job, career challenges,
Your career choice.
personal problems,
What's your purpose?
relationship issue.
Relationship issue.
When AI can't solve your problem,
Sorry, Papa.
contact Loy Machedo.
Contact Loy Machedo.
Okay, say bye bye.
Bye bye.
Good, very good. Okay,
Okay.
bye bye.
Right.
All right, this is a video that compares the cost of living in Dubai, UAE versus the cost of living in Samui, this island where I stay in Thailand. Now, let me tell you, before I even start the video, this was a very challenging video to make. I mean, I struggled uh, with taking the data, especially the latest 2025, because everyone had a different answer in terms of what is your cost. Like, let's say, for example, I asked people, how much are you paying for rent? Now that came down to Abu Dhabi, Alain, Dubai, Sharjah, Ras Al Khaimah, Fujairah, okay, and Corfacan. And then if I ask someone in Dubai, it would come down to Dera, Birdubai, Satwa, Sheikh Meadows, Gardens, so on and so forth. Okay. Then if I would ask about education, there were some people who are paying 500 bucks a month for their child. And then there are some others who are paying 150,000 dirhams a year, cash payment. Okay. And then there was also the lifestyle is I'm a simple guy versus I'm a average guy. Oh, I'm upper middle class. Oh, I just want to enjoy life. Okay. And then it also came down to how much do you earn, how much do you save, how much do you spend, what are the commitments. So what I realized is the only way to make this video is if I compare me, my wife, and my kid. We are living here in Samui versus we are enjoying the same lifestyle, let's say in Dubai. Okay, so I compared this cost and I asked people how much would it cost me if I wanted this, if I wanted that, and I compiled it all together. So uh, I'm just giving you this video so it gives you an idea of what is life in UAE versus what is life in Thailand. But I have to caution you very importantly, please remember that there are many other variables that I've not considered. For example, the working opportunities in UAE or the business opportunities are limitless. While here on an island in a forest, staying quiet is practically non-existent. Okay, so keep that in mind. And also, the visa requirements for an Indian in UAE is so much more different than the visa requirements which are here. So I want you to keep all these factors in mind and just enjoy this video as a kind of a reference. Feel free to post your questions down below and feel free to even correct and say, no, I disagree with you. This is the right information or this is how much I spent. But overall add value when you're commenting. Okay, don't just say, hey, this is all rubbish. It doesn't add any value. Okay, so having said that, let us start. Remember, I've taken it in USD for both. I didn't want to say one in dirhams and one in baht and give you the headache of converting. So standard USD, and I've rounded off the amounts instead of putting 0.867 or whatever. Okay, so let's start off with the house rent. Now I live in a villa here in Samui, which has one. This is my room. Okay, one separate room. Then we have a bedroom. Then we have two bathrooms. One is for bath and toilet. One is just a toilet, a kitchen, and a nice spacious hall room. So obviously, a villa would cost a fortune there. So what I've done is for Dubai, I took say a standard a hall room, one small bedroom, same two toilets, one for having bath and shower, one is for toilet, and a kitchen. Okay, so a standard one. This would cost in UAE around say 1,500 US dollars a month. Okay, in Samui, because I've taken this place which is remote near a forest, very quiet. It's a villa. Okay, but the space is more or less the same. Only thing which I enjoy here is it's not an apartment. It is my own private little villa. I pay $220. So whereas 1,500 US dollars a month versus $220 that is in Samui. So if you calculate per year, the one that takes your biggest amount from your wallet is rent. So 18,000 versus 2,640. So the next expense you have to factor in is school. Now, given that I have a daughter, obviously would have to send her to school. So the question is, would I send her to a super cheap, affordable school, or would I send her to an average school, mid-range, or would I send her to a premium? So over here, the answer is very simple. I would obviously want to send my child to not the cheapest school, not the most expensive, not even the mid-range, just an average school, because I would want my child to interact with the children. Okay, but here's one small little exception that you should know. The schooling here in Thailand is predominantly for free. So if you see the screen, I have posted $1,000 for schooling in Dubai, but free for the education that is here. And mind you, the education that they're giving for free in Thailand is really, it's pretty good. I have checked it out. I've seen the syllabus, and I think this is the best that she can get. The only other option that my daughter has is to go to an international school, which is like sending to a premium school in Dubai. So if you calculate that, that is $12,000 in Dubai versus free. The next one is what you absolutely need in Dubai. You cannot survive in UAE without a car. So over here, the expense for the car, two cars, me driving and my wife driving, would come down to 1,200 US dollars. Now, just to make you understand, I'm talking about you buying a car which you would own. And the kind of car that I was looking at is something that is reliable, great service, brand new, more like a Japanese model. So that is the range that I took. And within a year, the car belongs to you. But here in Thailand, you don't need to, especially where I stay, you don't need to have a car because the roads are very narrow. Most of the roads are like, not super developed like a highway. So you just need a scooter, and everything that I need is within, let's say, 2 or 3 minutes, ride. So the scooter here that would cost, let's say, would come down to 1 minute. It would come to 160 US dollars. Okay. So if you calculate that for a year, this is what it come down to: 14,400 versus 1,920. Okay, I know it's an unfair comparison between a scooter versus a car. The next one is childcare. Now here, if you look at the screen, you'll be a little confused. Why? Because here I'm putting, let's say in Dubai, $140 a month versus in Samui 130. You'll be like, why is it more or less so expensive? Or why is it more or less the same? In Dubai, because of the number of children that are there, number of nurseries, including housewives, who, they secretly operate and they take care of children, there are plenty of options available. In a building itself, you can literally find maybe 2 floors, 3 floors of people who are actually ready to offer the service. Okay. But here in Thailand, what happens is, if you are planning to give your child to someone, you want to make sure that that person is trustworthy. Most of the schools, the teachers, because they don't earn a very big salary, they tend to offer this service, and they charge around 150 baht to 200 baht per day. So that is why over here it's very hard to find good caretakers, and I would want to trust the life of my child with someone I didn't feel comfortable with. Okay, so here it's more or less the same. The next one is child uniform. Over here, I just put it at $100 a month. Now, obviously, if you buy a uniform once, you don't have to buy it again. But I factored in socks, shoes. Let's say there is a special day, you have to buy a particular uniform. Let's say they're going out, these expenses which are there for children. So I just put it as per month. This is what you have to spend with the accessories for what they want to wear as a dress. $100 in UAE per month, $15 that is here in Samui. That is what we actually spend, I think, last year. Okay. Groceries. Now here is where you can actually see the cost make a very big difference. In Dubai, I asked quite a number of people, where do they go for shopping? Many of them said they go to Lulu. Some said they go to Carrefour. They try to get good deals. But over there, I started to ask them, okay, what is the pricing for fruits, pricing for vegetables? Which obviously here, because they have local produce, it's much more cheaper. I'll give you a simple example. Thai mango in Dubai. One of them actually sent it to me, a photograph. It was 150 dirhams for a mango that he said it was from Thailand. Okay, I don't know where it was advertised. Here, you can literally get it for 20 baht, 30 baht, 40 baht, which is so much more cheaper. So, and many of the fruits and vegetables that we buy, if you buy it from a local farmer, he will give you at a throwaway price. Sometimes they even give you extras for free, which I don't think in Dubai they do that. So it would be $800, let's say, for a family of three. In Samui, it is around $400. Okay. So per year, you can see the amounts, which is practically half. Clothes was a next area which Not many people gave very standard answers, but I looked at my wife's behavior. How does she buy clothes? Here you can buy second-hand clothes that look practically brand new. You don't have to worry how people judge you or perceive you, because it's a simple forest. They don't care. Even if I wear the same shirt every single day of my life, nobody cares. But there in Dubai, I don't think you can do that. People will definitely judge you. So I took let's say, a balance between not buying too expensive, not buying too cheap, and obviously you can't buy secondhand. So $80 versus $30. So per year, once again, one second, you get a different amount, and I'll copy paste it here. Okay. Internet. Internet in Dubai, I took it as what you pay in the house is, say, 500 bucks. Okay. But for me, luckily here, I get it for free because I pay the rent. So me and my wife, we don't have to spend anything. Here, I took it only for one person. Means one internet for the whole house. So my wife, my kid, me, we don't have to take extras. And I think that's the same. You once take a Wi-Fi connection, you don't have to worry. But if on the other hand, you have internet plus calls on your phone, there are various packages. I took a baseline of say $500, so 500 dirhams in UAE. Over here, my wife, she doesn't hardly goes out, so she doesn't need at all. And whenever she goes anywhere, there's free Wi-Fi. If she does need, let's say it's very badly she needs, she can even get very special packages like for 20 baht, which is like hardly 1 dirham or 2 dirham, which I don't know if it is available in Dubai. So we took it for a year. The calculation, 1,680 versus 240. Electricity, more or less, I took it the same because we put AC on for the whole day. So I kind of gave it more or less, you could see there's very little price difference. Next one is water. Here, once again, slightly unfair, Dubai versus Thailand. There you have to pay, let's say, $100 a month. Here it's for free, unlimited usage. I put in gym. Reason being is, being a guy who always goes to the gym. In Dubai, let's say I put it at $100, even though I got some people said, nah, man, there's no way you'll get a gym membership for $100. But then there are some, ordinary, simple gyms, because I go to a very simple gym. There's no sophisticated equipment. So I put it at $100 in UAE and $30 here in Samui. Food is an area which the whole family has to eat. So if you look at food, $400 in, that is Dubai, that is total family of three. Here it is $65. Like I told you, food is comparatively very cheap. Gas, I was expecting gas, like cooking gas, to be kind of cheaper in UAE. So I put it at $60. Let's say you're always at home, you're always cooking. Okay, so $60 and $20, not much of a difference. This is one area I got a little bit surprised. That is the doctor. I was expecting at $100, let's say a month, for a doctor's fee, visitation, or you go to a pharmacy. But I was told that it is not as cheap as that. So I took a base average price of $300. Here, we get it for literally, if you go to a doctor, it's very, very affordable. Sometimes it's even free if my wife had to go to a government hospital. You just have to give the Thai ID card. For me, yes, I'll have to pay. But overall, this is what we spent maybe last year. Laundry, very important. You have to wash your clothes in Dubai. And especially if you are a person who's very active outside, you will wash, and that takes, you go to the laundry, your suits and all that. You won't wash it at home. So I took it at $140. Here, I don't wear a suit, but I still factored in if I had to give, let's say, for washing to a laundry, because we don't want to wash, let's say, the big blankets or anything, even though we have a machine. So this is what I put, $15. Next one, parking fees. This is where Dubai gets really expensive. I put it at $270. That is assuming that you're a person who works outside. You have to meet customers, or you have to keep traveling from your house to your workplace. You have to go with your boss, or your boss assigns you, go there, go to the bank. So it's around $270, which is the parking fee, and not at all cheap. And I also found out that if you're late by a few minutes or seconds, they have this new car with the camera. It'll just chick, 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 and you get a SMS that you have been charged a fine. So I took it at $270 a month. Here, there is no parking fees at all. So here you get it for free. The toll, when you're talking of traveling, $200 a month. That's what I took it as. An average guy who has to go out, has to meet people, and Salik is not getting cheaper. Petrol, which I assumed Dubai was cheaper, but then again, when you're stuck in traffic jams and traveling becomes a headache. For me here, I don't have to travel at all. Market is here, the restaurants are here, the gym is here, everything is here. My daughter's schooling is here, so one place, everything is centralized. I guess in Dubai, you do not have that luxury. And even if you do, they'll cost you quite a sum. Miscellaneous child's expense, educational stuff, if you're talking about wanting to provide the best for your child. I keep buying almost every day, not even week, every day. I buy something for my child that helps my child in terms of growth. Finally, this area, nobody was able to give me a straightforward answer. Wife's pocket money and personal expense. So what I decided is, okay, let's just keep it simple here. If my wife was in Dubai, she would be at least $1,000. Let's say makeup, going to the beauty parlor, or traveling somewhere by herself, or emergency cash. You can't just keep your wife. No, don't spend on anything. So I put it at $1,000. Here I put it a little bit more because she's having a good life. She's pretty comfortable. There I put it moderately low. But some people said that they even give their wife less money than this. But then again, and also my personal expense, many people said, no, you're bluffing, man. I don't think you spend so much. So I said, okay, fine, I'll put it at 1,000. So I put the same amount for me, both. And overall, it came, if me and my wife were the same, $12,000 each. That is for a year. Remember, she's not working. And this is what she would spend in Samui. So overall, moment of truth, what is the actual difference if you take the amounts? The total amount was 9,720 US dollars per month in UAE. The same life in Samui is 2,865. Okay. If you calculate for a year, okay, that is how you have to budget. 116,640 is life in UAE. The same life I am having right now in Samui at 34,000. So the question was, what is the difference? Okay. My living here in Samui, remember what I told you before you see the final amount. It's not the same for everyone because I earn making money online. I've built a brand that has stood the test of time for 11 years plus online. Not many people can do that. You have to factor in where do you work, where do you get a job, what does the salary get paid? Because Indians, if you come down here to Thailand, you're not going to get any job. Okay, I want it to be explicit. So the expense for me has decreased by 70%, 70.5. So this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you find this video useful and whether you agree, disagree, I would love to know. Take a screenshot. And if you wish for me to email this to you, let me know. I'd be more than happy. You guys take care. Comment below. This is me signing off. Yalla. Bye.